sorry, far left John, Hutchinson. Right, we're going to have a little chat. No one's going to be involved. No kicking off, no anger.
Nothing.
Right, I'm not savvy in politics. I'm not as savvy as you anyway, so let's get to it. So last time we spoke was in Wrexham, and it got a little bit leery. You know, we didn't have the opportunity to discuss. You were halfway telling me about, you know...
what I am and what I believe in.
Yeah, can you tell us that, please?
So yes, I'm a socialist. And that's what I believe in. I believe in a fair and equal society for everybody, as long as they all work and everybody puts in. You know, that's what I'm after.
Yeah.
Not too divided, where like them who have and them who have not. So the stuff based on merit and not like privilege, if you like. That's what I'm all for.
But you understand what's really going on within like the community, like within different parts of the country, why people are standing up and, you know, actually waking up to what's happening. I know you believe in stand up against racism. That's fucking hell. We all should believe in that. That's a fact. That goes without saying. But what about illegal migration?
Yeah, so if they're illegal, it's, you know, that's it. They're illegal, so they should be treated as criminals, like you would be in any other country. You'd be jailed. And if you come with no passport as well, it should be a criminal offence because we don't know who these people are. And, you know, there is serious concerns. And the right wing has to be, you know, appeased, if you like. So they're worried. And with the narrative that's being pushed with immigration and so on, it's a serious situation. So, yeah, it's, you know, it's a valid point, you know.
So what does a racist mean to you?
So somebody who's picks on people because they're a different colour or they're different ethnic or different race, or back when the fascists used to do it and the Nazis, it would be like the Romano gypsies and the Jews and stuff like that, or anybody that chooses a lesser race.
So do you believe that works on both sides as well, with like the Palestine martyrs, you know, the hate on the
I don't know.
Jewish?
I've never seen anything like that. I've been to quite a few of them, and all I see is this narrative of the right saying that we pick on the Jews and stuff like that. I don't see that. But yes, there is a lot of hate because of the Palestinian lot. They're seeing what's happening with the genocide that's going on in Palestine with the Israelis, which are pretty much a fascist state. They are attacking those Palestinian people. They've took over their Gaza Strip, smashed it all to bits. So as far as I can see, they have done that.
So what are your thoughts on like chance of like death to the IDF and behead Jews?
I try not to bother myself too much with stuff outside of the UK. You know, there's a lot going on in this country I'd rather deal with than dealing with other stuff in other countries. But if we're going world affairs, then it's a mirror image of what can actually happen in other countries and stuff like that. If you leave a country to go militaristic and then push out into other neighbouring countries, it's all serious stuff. But I try to just keep it down, and I'm more for more like a civilised society. This is why I love British politics and the system we use. I do actually love it because it's one of the best in the world.
Yeah, well, like I said to you, mate, I'm not politically savvy. You'd probably beat me in that debate. I'm just layman terms. I just see what's happening. And, you know, the first time we had any kind of encounter was in Manchester.
When I threatened to elbow you in the head.
Yeah. Right. And all I heard you shouting was, grifters, fascists.
So I've seen the grifters. They're basically pushing the weak ones around.
Yeah.
And look at English Ned. He calls them soy boys. Look at the state he is. Look at the colour of his hair and all the rest of it. And the bully people. So I was sick of seeing that sort of thing. Now, I've always been active. I've done bin strikes. When the train strikes were on, I was with Lynch and so on. I was doing stuff like that. Yeah. And I thought, I'm going to go to these demos. And I've been watching a lot of the grifters, not that I associate you as one of them, but they were just inciting situations by pushing them about to get a response from the lefties, if you like. And so I thought, right, I'm going to try and stop that.
Because you haven't been about, has you? This is the first time I've ever seen
I have been about, but not as, you know, targeting the grifters, like.
And then the minute you're on scene, you get...
Straight in, no talking.
Oh, straight in, no talking, ready to knock everyone out, elbows are flying.
Yeah.
You know, anger's flaring.
Angry.
Yeah, I get it. And I'm one of them people who kind of like...
I didn't know you were, Billy.
Yeah.
You know, I associated you with the Paul Dunbars, with the rest of them there, the knockout audits and all the rest of it. You know, what was it? Bear Audit Britain and stuff like that. And they're just dicks, mate. They're absolute clowns, like. So I associated you with them.